of a religious life. Now, religion, one, provides comfort. One, the idea that you're not just a piece of meat that's in a few very short years, as time passes, goes away to be forgotten and just eaten up by the soil and used by a plant, which will ultimately be destroyed in time too, and everything you've created and culture-wise and etc. will be gone, etc. It's all doomed to be wiped out by the sun going supernova or whatever, is comforting to know that you're going to be around, that you're not just a flash of chemical reactions for delusion of self-awareness. That's one aspect of the comfort of it. Two, the moral structure code. Morality in religion is well spelled out to some one degree or another. Now, admittedly, atheists don't understand the morality of religious individuals. They see like the Ten Commandments, and they see them as these strict codes that everyone Christian has to live up to the T, or they're hypocrites. The fact of the matter is the Ten Commandments are the ideal true, but the Bible states that no one lives up to that ideal and gives us comfort in the salvation through Christ. That's the reason why Christ came, because we couldn't live up to those ideals. No one could. But that aside, the comfort it gives you is the feeling of having a list of things that have proven throughout history to be healthy. Loving your neighbor is healthy. While an atheist might think there might be a moment or occasion where you might be able to hate your neighbor and hurt them, a Christian shouldn't consider that an option. Not to lie. Again, lying leads to more lying, which leads to deception, bad feelings, and conflict. While an atheist might go down that road thinking, well, this one won't hurt, and eventually discover that, yes, it does hurt, a Christian won't, or shouldn't, or at least should try not to. It gives you guidelines of what works and what doesn't work. As a Christian, you also have a sense of community. You have people with shared beliefs. You have a community that gets around you and is concerned about your well-being, that takes care of you, that you help take care of others in. There's another aspect of it. The sense of a common purpose for the universe, a meaning to the universe's existence. Not necessarily how specifically it came about, that's not really all that important. What's important is that there is a purpose for it. There is a structure for it. And the immenseness of it is ever expanding. That immensity of that purpose and the size and scale of it is ever expanding. It's one aspect of religion too. The vastness of God and of creation that God can create. For a religious person, these all things add in and create a depth of a relationship, a feeling of really truly being connected to other people. One of the biggest problems us Christians have with atheists is their militancy. The fact that they want us not to have our views in any way influence society, that we somehow should be purged from influencing society because we're religious. And only the secular and atheist's view should be controlling society. And if it's a religious view, then you don't belong in society. You don't belong to have a say. You should not be in part of it. You should be kept quiet and cut out. We think that is roughly reminiscent of some of the most murderous regimes we've ever heard of in history. The language is the same. And if we returned and said to you that atheists should not be heard in public land or should not be in all public office, you would have equal rights to be upset with us. The reason why religious people tend to trust other religious people over that of atheists is because when you have a supreme authority over you with a well-defined moral code, you're more likely to, and you know that this person adheres or at least states to be a member of that group, you know that you have a rough idea of what the guy's belief systems are, what his codes of conduct are, etc., etc. Atheism don't have that. In the atheist world, you don't have that. You have that context thing. So as long as you can, context is often a buzzword for rationalization. As long as you can rationalize whatever you're going to do, then you can do it. You know? And a lot of people have rationalized a lot of really nasty things. And the idea that you have a moral code is good because it refines you and keeps you within certain boundaries that are not negotiable, not rationalizable. Granted, you still have people go over them because we as human beings are imperfect and we want to have it our own way. But these boundaries give us structure to our lives, a form to our life, an order and a community. One of the things that, to be perfectly frank with you, irritates us Christians, and I think it irritates pretty much all of us religious individuals, is that the atheists seem to want to put themselves as superior to us because we have these beliefs. They're rational and we're just stupid idiots who believe in myth type attitude. We find that as a form of bigotry and a form of hate mongering. Now, you get angry when we say we feel sorry for you because you don't follow God or that you're going to hell. Why is it any better when you turn around and tell us we believe in a myth and we're just backwards people because we can't realize life is really what it is, that we're just a group of chemicals that have accidentally formed into human beings that have these things we call thoughts, which are just chemical reactions, and ultimately everything's going to go poof anyways. You know, that is ultimately the depression of atheism. This is why we say it's depressive, because it's hopeless. Nothing you do will have any value. That's what bothers us the most. Anyways, it's really actually relatively simple what the benefit of religion is in a personal life. It gives you structure, form, a sense of purpose, a sense of future, a sense of divine structure and connectiveness to the universe, an order, a reason for things to be. Atheism, I just don't see any of that. A lot of it's just me, feel good, feel good, feel good, enjoy the moment because everything's toast. So that's my viewpoint on that. Take care, have a good day, and God bless.